Can you actually start running in your 40s and still get properly fit? So I'm 44 years of age, I'm on the tools all the time, I'm a plasterer, meaning that I am not an elite athlete. I'm quite, how can I put it, normal, if you like. There isn't any genetic gift that I've got, and I certainly haven't been running all my life. Last July 2005, my 5K was the best part of 26 minutes. And 7 months later, I've got that down to 21:57. That's over 4 minutes faster, and the best part of about a 16% improvement, which by anyone's standards, I don't think is too bad. And my 10K time has gone from roughly about 53 minutes to 49:31. That's an improvement of 7%. Again, not brilliant, but not too bad either. So if you're sitting there at 40, 45, even 50 and thinking that you're a little bit too late to the party, I would argue that you're mistakenly wrong, because the reality is that you might be at the perfect age to actually start running. Because starting in your 40s isn't about trying to become the runner you could have been when you were 20. It's about becoming fitter than the person you are today. And actually, I think there are some advantages to starting later. At this age, you know yourself better. You're probably a little bit more patient, a little bit more disciplined, and hopefully slightly less interested in impressing everybody else. You don't need to be the fastest person at a park run. You don't need to run every day, and you definitely don't need to compare yourself to somebody who's been running for the last 20 years. You just need to give your body a reason to adapt. But here's the important bit. If you're going to start running in your 40s, you don't want to start the way I did. Because I made the mistake that I think every new runner makes. I thought to myself that every single run that I did needed to be balls to the wall, make your eyes bleed. And if you didn't run hard and fast, then you wasn't making any progress. And basically what I used to do is treat every single run, every time I went out, I used to treat it like a time trial. And for a while, I did actually get away with this approach, but what I discovered is that there's a much better way. If I could go back and start again at 40, I'd make it ridiculously simple. I'd run 3 times a week. Most of those runs would be easy. And when I say easy, I mean easy enough to hold a conversation. I wouldn't worry about pace. I wouldn't worry about how far everybody else was running. And I certainly wouldn't be worried about getting a personal best every time I left the house. I'd just concentrate on one thing: consistency. And that's probably the biggest thing that I've learned about running, is you don't need to keep destroying yourself with every single run. You just need to keep turning up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.